TRANSCEND-CLL-004 is a clinical trial of CD19 CAR T-cell therapy for patients with relapsed and refractory chronic lymphocytic leukemia with the Juno BMS liso-cel product. Trial data has been presented at prior meetings. Thus far, there have been 2 cohorts of patients treated on this trial. A monotherapy cohort, and Tanya Siddiqui has presented a couple times the updated data for that cohort. And then there is a combination cohort with Ibrutinib patients. There's preclinical data and data from other sites, individual sites who have done CAR T-cell work, suggesting that there's a better product that's generated, a more potent product, when the T-cells are harvested for production from patients who are on Ibrutinib versus those who are not. And then there's also some data that they may be more effective when given in the setting of concurrent Ibrutinib, and the toxicities may be better. So there's a second cohort that was added with Ibrutinib plus liso-cel, and that's what I have reported at ICML this June. That trial was previously reported at ASH, or that cohort was previously reported at ASH. At the ASH presentation, there were 19 patients enrolled. Now there are 23 patients enrolled in that cohort. And the updated data reports the safety and tolerability of liso-cel plus Ibrutinib in this cohort. There were 4 patients treated at the lower dose level and 19 patients treated at dose level 2, which is 100 million cells. And that's the dose that's moving forward with further expansion, is the dose level 2. We saw and reported complete remission in about 60% of the patients treated. And the MRD undetectable rate was nearly 90%. It was 86%, I believe, for patients treated in this cohort. Safety was very good. The incidence of grade 3 or greater cytokine release was low, less than 5%. And actually in the 19 patients who were treated in the dose level 2 cohort, we didn't see any grade 3 or greater cytokine release syndrome. Neurotoxicity is a little bit more common, and we did report neurotoxicity, including grade 3 or greater in 21% of the patients treated in dose level 2. But those were manageable, and we managed them with our standard approaches of steroids and or tocilizumab, depending on the clinical setting. So an updated data, very active, very durable responses that we're seeing with the relatively short follow-up we have, but the median duration of response and progression-free survival, the median has not yet been reached. And so we continue enrollment and follow-up on this study, and we're excited about the prospect and advances that cellular therapy poses for patients with CLL, particularly relapsed and refractory. I should mention also that there were a number of patients with refractory disease, patients who were refractory to BTK inhibitor and or BCL2 inhibitor who responded on this study.